That's it.
Okay, so came into Boots at the Fort. Just going to interview my store manager Steve Loxler and ask him a few questions about transformational leadership. Okay, so Steve, why do you deem the Boots vision a necessary one?
I think that every organisation needs to have a vision for the aspirations of the company. I think, you know, different people, different companies may call it a vision, they may call it a mission statement, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's a goal for achievement.
Okay, so how has the vision begun to be implemented in the store?
Well, the vision for Boots, it's a 3-year plan. It started off 12 months ago. It was cascaded down from senior leadership down to area and general manager level, and then the area managers and the GMs went off, cascaded that down to store level, and that message is reminded every quarter in quarterly briefings.
Okay, so is the vision communicated to employees regular?
Yeah, I mean, we have regular quarterly updates, and it's plastered all over the shop as well. It's there, but it's about how do we keep it alive, and you know, that's where the leadership comes in.
So like giving feedback and stuff?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what performance leadership's all about.
Yeah. So have you noticed any struggles with your line managers in demonstrating the leadership skills?
I've noticed struggles with my subordinates, not my line manager. Yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot of it is it's down to confidence, and it's down to a different way of leading. So if you're going to give someone some feedback about the performance, and it might not necessarily be positive feedback, I think a lot of the team managers, they tend to shy away from it, doing it on the sales floor, which is what the company's asking. I think they feel a lot more comfortable taking people out the back and sitting them down in an office. But it's about in the moment feedback and seizing the moment. So if someone does something really good with a customer and you can tell them that they've done something really good, they feel brilliant. But in the same breath, if something isn't going too good and you need to nip it in the bud, it's no good thinking I'll pick that up with them later because you've lost the moment.
So have you noticed any effects on employees' self-esteem and motivation levels?
I think we've been through the emotional cycle of change. So when the vision came out, everyone was up here. After 6 months they'd hit absolute rock bottom because we've been through a lot of change with people's hours in the store, people doing different roles, and now they're absolutely climbing out of it. I mean, you can see that with the customer care results we've been having. The mood in the stores lifted. People expect to be given feedback now, be it good or bad, and you know, they tend to move on and act upon it. They all know exactly where they are in their performance contracts because they've had regular reviews. So there's no hiding place for them now. You know, there's no hidden agenda. They know exactly what's expected of them.
Okay, so is every employee given individual goals that they've got to meet?
Yeah, so I guess I almost answered that in the previous question. So we have this, and in this there are some basic standards for colleagues, which says what legendary performance is, what performing is, what not performing is, and people are benchmarked against these goals.
Alright, okay.
So it's a consistent message for every colleague.
So everyone knows what they're working towards.
Yeah.
So will that in the long run help achieve us to be number one for customer care?
I think it will help us set the standard the company expects. To actually achieve the goal comes down to the individuals who are being managed and the managers themselves, on how they engage everybody.
Okay. So how do employees know when they're achieving the goals?
Because they'll get the feedback.
Good feedback and the reviews.
Good feedback, coaching, negative feedback. You know, just if people do something well, we try and tell them. We don't always get it right. You know, I think currently, you know, we've been better at telling people when things haven't been going so well, rather than giving them, you know, great feedback. But then, you know, we're in a climate where every penny counts, and we're always pushing to achieve more.
So have we set the mission so that we can survive?
As a business?
Yeah.
No, I think it's we've set the mission so that we can outgrow the competition.
Yeah.
We can survive because of the nature of our business, because we are a business where people need us.
Yeah.
People don't stop washing. Yeah, they don't stop taking medication. They like to stay healthy. It isn't like a clothing retailer where everything's got to be cutting edge fashion.
Yeah.
People only buy it if they can afford it. We sell the stuff that people need to buy. So we will survive no matter what, but we need to accelerate and go past everyone else. And I think, you know, the company is invested in customer care, it's invested in performance leadership. And if you look at Tesco's spending 60 million quid this year on investing in customer facing colleagues, because when you go in a supermarket you don't see anyone. There's no one there to touch you, there's no one to advise and help you and leave you feeling that the store like you've had a great experience.
So, since the leadership was landed, do you feel performance has increased or decreased?
We took a bit of a dip at first, but we're definitely on the way up now.
Yeah. So for employees, are there any rewards for the ones whose performance is satisfactory or legendary?
So for people who don't perform, the reward could be a P45, because we have to try and help them grow first of all. If they just aren't right for the role because the jobs have changed, then we need to do what's right for them. If that means exiting the business, it means exiting the business. People who are satisfactory, they will get the normal customer care bonus. People who are legendary get an extra 3% on top of that. Currently there's one person in this store we deem as legendary.
Okay, so it's hard to get to.
It's not hard. I think you can aspire to this person, and you know, when we've mentioned this person before, some of the colleagues have sort of said, oh yeah, you know, same again, rather than saying, you know what, I want a bit of that. Which is what we want people, you know, we want more legendary people, because it's better for the business and it's better for them in their pocket as well. Do
you feel like if goals are set for people, they're more likely to achieve it?
I think people need a purpose to come to work. You know, if you just roll out of bed and say, right, I'm going to work today and go home, you're not going to be happy in your job.
Yeah. So the last question I've got is, do you consider emotional intelligence an important skill to have within a leadership role?
Yeah. I think that, you know, if you just go in with a sledgehammer and say, this is what I need, this is what I expect of you, you don't get anywhere. You need to tug on people's emotions and understand how they're feeling it, and use the right context to get the message across, to get the engagement.
Okay, thanks for meeting with me today. It's been great. Thank you.